What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. Before I get into exactly what I'm going to be talking about today, I want to make sure that you guys are a subscriber to my channel, as well as hitting the like button and sharing this video with your friends. I'm dedicated to uploading 5 videos a week, just like the one that you're watching today, so that you guys can stay updated and posted in the markets. You guys, I've been posting a lot of analysis, talking about a lot of different projects that have been popping off really hard. So I'm excited to share with you guys today a couple coins that I'm watching very closely that I expect a massive pop in. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So a lot of people that watch this channel, I bring up XRP, and sometimes I'll get comments below of people that are very, very angry that I would even mention XRP as a coin, but that's actually one of the reasons that I'm so bullish on this chart. So I'm going to get into exactly why I'm bullish on this chart, but just so you guys know, when a coin is very hated and a lot of people dislike it, that's often a sign that we're in depression or despair and people are giving up on the market. When people give up on the market, that's actually the time when the highest financial opportunity arises. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing in XRP. So let me get into exactly from a technical perspective why I'm so bullish on XRP right now. There's a few major reasons, but if we go down into the 3-day candlesticks right here, I'm actually seeing a pattern that reminds me a lot of Bitcoin back in a few months ago when Bitcoin was consolidating, and I'll get into exactly why and how it looks like that in a second. But overall, you guys, you have this kind of head and shoulders pattern, and everybody's like, oh, okay, well, XRP is making a head and shoulders. Does that mean that it's super bearish? Does that mean we're going to see a lot of downside? And so with that being pointed out, I'm going to go ahead and show you how Bitcoin actually made this same head and shoulders pattern right here. And the market was rounding over just like this. It was creating a rounded shape. And then that was actually right before we saw the massive impulse on the upside. And so with XRP, we're seeing that same head and shoulders pattern, and I expect that same impulsive recovery wave to come in this market just in the same way that Bitcoin did from here to here because of this head and shoulders pattern here. That's the very same thing that I'm expecting and I'm watching for with XRP. So I'm very excited about the price action that's going to come. This is one that I personally hold, you guys. And, on this channel, I always share with you guys picks and coins that I personally hold because of the reason that I put my money where my mouth is. And anybody that isn't putting their money where their mouth is when it comes to investing and trading, you're really doing yourself a big harm and disfavor to the world by doing that. And so, you guys, this is one coin that I personally am buying because of the fact that I see that move coming, and that's why I'm personally holding it and excited for the move that's about to happen. So that's kind of on the 3-day candlesticks, but if we actually jump up to the weekly candlesticks here and we kind of look and see what's happening, one thing that really interests me about this chart is because of market cycle analysis. In market cycles, you guys, you can always just Google market cycle, and then you'll quickly see all the different charts that represent what a market cycle really is. And this is, in this case, you guys, there's a market cycle analysis chart, this one right here, that shows the first sell-off, and then you get media attention, enthusiasm, greed, delusion, new paradigm, and then you fall back down into that first sell-off area. And what's very interesting is you actually, test that first sell-off or go a little bit below it. And with the case of XRP, we have this first sell-off right here. Then you get this huge parabolic run up. This will be the peak of the market. That would be the new paradigm where everybody thinks it's just going to go up forever. And then you get this massive retracement, and then you actually fall onto the first sell-off as support and then go below it. So now we're below the first sell-off. We're below the mean, which is that kind of dotted line in the background here. You guys can see that we're actually below that level now with XRP. And so when we're below that level, it actually goes to show just how much movement is going to come in the market, because that's actually right when the cycle repeats itself in the despair phase, leads into another takeoff, leads into another first sell-off, and another new paradigm, enthusiasm, all of that good stuff. So with XRP in the big picture here with the weekly time frame, you guys are actually setting up for another massive market cycle. We've entered the despair phase. We fell below the mean. And that's really where the maximum point of financial opportunity is. And that's what I see XRP as today. So big picture, I'm buying. There's always potentials, you guys, of the prices making shorter time frame, lower lows. But in the big picture, all I really care about is the big picture. And that's what I do when I buy the mean. I buy when it falls below the mean. XRP is well below the mean and really testing that first sell-off area as a massive support range. And that's one of the reasons I'm so bullish on it. And I do totally expect us to actually break the previous all-time high, which is about $3.80. So even if it just broke that all-time high price, you guys, just to the all-time high is 2,300%, you guys. So that is a ridiculous return on investment. I mean, how many coins are you going to get 2,300% on? XRP is definitely one of them, and that's why I had to bring it up today in today's video. So another coin that I'm really watching closely here is actually Digibyte. You guys, I love the Digibyte chart. I love the Digibyte market cycle. For everybody that doesn't follow me on Twitter, make sure that you go ahead and do that. I made my previous two videos before this one right here, the videos in between this video and this one, I actually posted on my Twitter instead. So go ahead and make sure that you're a follower on my Twitter so that you guys can get those updates on the regular basis, little pro tips, and also just kind of my thoughts on the market, or really just life stuff too. Sometimes I'll talk about little pro tips like meditation and things like that. So yeah, you guys, Digibyte is one that I was talking about on there. And I was talking about how the bars pattern, this tool right here, allows you to measure previous cycles and actually overlay those cycles on top of the cycles that you're seeing in the market today. And with the case of Digibyte, you can actually take the previous cycle and you can overlay it just like this to show you kind of where we're at in the cycle. And this whole drop right here from the peak down is very, very standard. It looks the same as this drop, and then you kind of get that consolidation pattern, which is the same as this consolidation pattern, and then you kind of fail support and do this rounded structure, just like how we failed support and we're doing this rounded structure here. And then you can kind of consolidate and you generate an uptrend, and that's really what I see Digibyte being in right here. And so what I'm watching to happen is this kind of massive impulse wave where the market just impulses directly up and starts to head towards the previous all-time high and really set up to break it. And so with Digibyte, this is another coin that I see massive potential in, massive opportunity that I personally am holding. I have my money where my mouth is, and I'm really excited about that market cycle analysis. And you guys, if Digibyte breaks its previous all-time high, we also have a massive percentage gain on the upside. So if we're measuring that percentage gain, you guys, just to the previous all-time high is 649%. It would not surprise me at all if we shoot well above the previous all-time high. Once we get above that level, you know, the sky is the limit. So that's really why I'm bullish on Digibyte, why I've been making so many videos about Digibyte, why I've been talking about it over and over and over again on this channel, because I want to make sure that I get as many people in on this project as I can before that massive swing happens. So that's why I've been talking about it. That's why I mentioned it in today's video. And that's why I'm really excited about the future price action. So just to give you guys a little update on Bitcoin and the market as a whole with the altcoin market capitalization. Bitcoin, you guys, is doing a consolidation pattern. I have no reason to be bearish currently on Bitcoin. I think this is a shakeout. I think a lot of people are getting very bearish very early. This to me just looks like a standard consolidation pattern, similar to the consolidation pattern we saw right here. It just reminds me of lots of little consolidation patterns I've seen in the past before we see upside continuation in markets. And Bitcoin, when we get that upside continuation, really that'll be a break of the $10,000 resistance level. And that will carry us up to 12,000, 14,000, and then, you know, we'll head up towards the previous all-time high and eventually break that as well, ultimately break that as well, which the previous all-time high is about 115% away, which sounds like a pretty big percentage, but in the crypto world, that's pretty small. So it's very easy for us to get up there. The only thing that would kind of make me watch these lower support levels is if we start to fail like 8,700. If 8,700 for some reason can't hold, then, you know, we could test these lower support levels, but that's not my primary option. That's not what I'm betting my money on. But of course, you guys, I always keep a percentage of my portfolio in the dollar so that I can buy those dips if they occur. And that's kind of my trading plan for Bitcoin right now, is to have that money ready, to have that powder ready to put in the market if it does drop, but I fully expect us to push higher here. This just reminds me of a very standard consolidation pattern before the market moves higher. Okay, now for the altcoin market capitalization, you guys. This is something that I love watching. I like to keep an eye on because of the fact that it reminds me exactly of 2015 Bitcoin. I've mentioned this multiple times on my channel before. Bitcoin did an ABC correction in 2015, and then it did a horizontal consolidation pattern. And then really what it did after that was a parabolic breakout, and then a consolidation and an uptrend continuation. So we really generated an uptrend in this period of time. That's fully what I expect to see happening with Bitcoin. With the altcoin market capitalization today, is to follow the same pattern that Bitcoin did way back in 2014 when I very first got into it. Again, you guys, you have this ABC corrective pattern just like we saw in the altcoins. ABC corrective down, ABC corrective down. And then you get that horizontal consolidation pattern, horizontal consolidation, horizontal consolidation. And then really you break out, you establish an uptrend, you start consolidating, you establish another higher high, another higher low. And that's really what led into that massive bull market that we saw in 2017 that made me rich, that made a lot of people that follow my channel rich. And that's kind of why I'm so excited about the markets today, is because it just reminds me of when I very first got into Bitcoin way back in 2015. It just feels like the same story is being told, just in a bigger way, with even more money coming into the markets, more institutional money, more partnerships, more big names getting behind it. And so that's why it's so exciting to be part of the space today. That's why I'm so grateful to be part of the cryptocurrency markets. That's why I'm so grateful for everybody that's been following me, subscribing to me, sharing these videos with your friends, everybody that's been joining the VIP. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my VIPs. I love you guys. So awesome to see you guys making money along with me. Shout out to everybody in the free areas in the Discord. I love and appreciate everybody that's been tuning into these videos. I'm super excited about what's coming in Bitcoin, super excited about what's coming in the altcoins from a market cycle perspective, with Digibyte, with XRP, with a bunch of the coins on the top 100, and really even some of the mid caps and low caps as well. And I just have a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for all of you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in today's video. If you're not a VIP member, I do have a 20% discount, but I'm going to close it off today. Today is the last day before I close it off for the 20% discount. So make sure that you guys shoot me an email or shoot me a Discord message, and I will be officially closing that 20% off. So if you want to get in 20% off of all of these prices listed here, shoot me that message, and I will shoot you back the prices and how to proceed on joining in the VIP, so that you guys can start making money along with me, so you guys can have a transformation in the markets unlike what you've ever expected in your life, and have ultimate financial freedom and be able to really trade any economy. It doesn't matter if the world is going up. It doesn't matter if there's pandemics and prices are going down, up, sideways. You can make money in not only the crypto markets, but in all the markets across the board with the stuff that I teach in the VIP. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos and the podcast this weekend. As always, stay profitable out there.